Tech Nerd Pro Wrestler get together, you get the Conte and Kenny Show. And AIDS, probably.
Tell me a story.
See, we got blogs, we got podcasts. You know, the information won't stop. It comes in through your head, eats out your eyes, and it's all crap. You know? See, you gotta dare for greatness these days to get people's attention. Did I get yours?
Tell me a story.
Dreams die.
No, not by themselves. We kill them.
It's 90% bullshit. What is entertainment? Tell me a story.
What?
Tell me a story.
What?
Not tomorrow, not after breakfast, now!
Arrogance.
You are shit. Y'all see what I'm tapping? Shut up! Because of my big mouth, I made this woman laugh. You're an idiot. Shut up. What are you talking about? You're an idiot. Fuck off. Shut up. Classy. Yeah, that's right. I'm fucking funny. I'm fucking entertaining. Fuck you.
Alcoholism.
Kenny is a functioning alcoholic.
See, I have an alcohol issue, and
Issue?
yeah, it's an issue. It's an issue. I'm not a problem. It's just an issue. I'm my own kind of reckless disaster. I'm fucking German. I might be Jewish too, but I was a fucking Jedi.
Kenny likes to drink.
I was drunk. Let's all go skinny dipping. My problem is, I don't have a problem. I work all day. I come home. I have a couple of drinks. It's psychologically bad for my penis.
Arrogance and alcoholism. The Conte and Kenny Show.
And don't forget me, Joey Image.
The vision is real. The power is reawakening. The fear is reborn. Because they have returned. Because they have returned.
All right, let's get this going here. What's happening, everybody? Welcome to the Conte and Kenny Show. Lovingly nicknamed Arrogance and Alcoholism with a side of spandex. We're here every Monday night at 7 o'clock on 100 Proof Podcasting YouTube channel network. Check out all the shows wherever you get check out all of our shows wherever you get your podcasts. And if you're listening live, please give the episode a like, and it helps the channel out. And join the chat and be part of the show. And
I'm here. I'm here.
You are here. All right.
My camera's fucked up.
Not working.
I am here, ladies and gentlemen.
That is me on the left with above the word Conte, and then Kenny in the white suit, dressed like
Holy walnuts.
Fucking W.C. Fields going to a fucking wake or something.
Sasquatch hats.
And then with Sasquatch hats. And then, of course, up in the right-hand corner is our pal Joey Image. And producer behind the glass is, of course, Shawnee. What's happening, fellas?
Hey, listen, I just as you're speaking, the intro comes in, and I looked at my text message, and Shawnee, our superstar producer, said that he cut his hair. He's back at work after the hurricane, 4 months. He's back at work, and I said he got a haircut. I said, "Oh, well, show me," because I just picture him with like glasses and long hair, and just my visual of him. You know what I mean? In my mind. So he just sent me a picture. He looks like a fucking school shooter. He looks like he shaved his head. He shaved his head. He looks like an active shooter. Yeah.
And of course, our pal Patrick Bean.
Patty Bean
already started in. Kenny's camera's broken, but that is still how he is presently dressed.
It's not broken. It just freezes. It goes in and out.
Okay.
The camera that I gave you?
Yes. It's Monroe.
Internet.
Monroe. It's the internet. I live in Monroe, New Jersey.
Yeah.
Okay,
Pookie.
Okay, Pookie. How'd you like to be my pal? How do you test your you get nothing and you like it. Ted Knight.
Okay.
That's some good.
It's Ted Knight. It's Caddyshack.
Fucking Caddyshack.
And
Yeah,
and Monroe is from Too Close for Comfort.
Of course.
With the late great.
That's why I said Cosmic Cow.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the late great. What's his name? What was the homo's
That
name?
night, Jim J. Bullock.
Jim J. Bullock.
Jim J. Bullock.
He's not
dead. Center Square.
He's
Center
not
Square.
Dead.
Is that dead?
No.
I would have thought he died. I would have thought he died
Why?
of
Yeah, I know what
AIDS.
you're about to say. Yeah, of course you were thinking AIDS.
Jesus Christ.
he was a big flamer. Oh,
Yeah,
did you ever see it? Have you seen the new Hollywood Squares? They don't play.
No,
they did like one run of it. Yeah, the new Hollywood
Yeah,
Squares.
it came out like 8 years ago, right?
No. It's like a month ago. Excuse me.
Oh God, another new one. They tried a new one in the fucking mid 2020 or
I watched it for
early 2020s, I think.
I watched it a half an episode and then a half an episode, like the whole thing, and I was like, oh, not bad. Hollywood
What was it?
Squares.
Oh, Hollywood Squares.
A new Hollywood Squares. Yeah.
Okay.
They had
without like Jim J. Bullock and like Gilbert. It's probably awful.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
not on this
So
one.
let me just say this. I'm the center square, and you ask me how many times does a chicken pluck a chicken? And I says he never does because it's a hen, not a rooster. I
have Gilbert Center Square. Hi, Gilbert. I have a question for you.
Tell me.
Okay, here you go, Gilbert. When a man falls off a ship, they yell "man overboard." When a woman falls off a ship, what do they yell?
I'm going to take this from my best friend, Paul Lind. And he would always say, full speed ahead. Classic, JoJo. Thank you. Nice work. Nice work, pal. Nice work.
I had to give you that layup.
Paul Lind on Hollywood Squares. Go search Paul Lind on Hollywood Squares. Oh, he was great.
Steve F says, I love that I join in and the first thing I see is Kenny's picture.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Camera's all messed up. Steve F. Oh.
Yeah, but they actually have it wasn't bad. It really wasn't bad. You know, it was Cripes. One of those guys are from like Survivor, like the guy that
didn't John Davidson pass away too? He was hosting for a while.
Hosting
John Davidson. Yeah, no, this is really like a month ago. Like actually like a month ago. And I guess they gave it a dry run. And I haven't seen it after that. They give it like a 2-night thing.
Yeah.
Shit, dry run. It might have been after.
Now I got to check it out.
Maybe it might have been around Christmas time. I don't know.
Who's the host?
Yeah. I don't remember. I thought it was the guy from Survivor or like one of those dudes.
Jeff Probst.
Something like that. Like one of the guys who are on E.T. or, Entertainment Tonight or some bullshit.
Oh, okay.
The guys
E.T. is the host. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Can you do Gilbert doing E.T. as the host of Hollywood Square?
Can I please just phone home? I just want to call my house. They're waiting for me. They're waiting for me, and it's very important that I phone home.
Do you need a dime, Gilbert, or because I don't think you're gonna make
my fingers are too long. Have you seen my fingers? It's like 3 asparagus. I can't pick up a nickel if I even fucking tried. I can't. And then try to put it in a slot in these machines. I just make something out of a speak and spell and a chainsaw. And I hope I can find my home. And that's all I want, is just to go home. and keep me in this creek. This water is very cold. I'm gonna get grayer and grayer until I die. Okay? I'm gonna lay here until I die. Until somebody finds me.
Okay.
Then maybe I can go home.
Holy shit, dude. Oh my god. That was funny. He's got asparagus fingers. That's like hilarious, dude. Dude, that's so funny. Asparagus fingers.
No, remember when E.T. was in the was in the creek?
I never
He was
saw
in a little
E.T.
brook.
I
Oh,
never
you
saw
motherfucker.
E.T.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
I
that when they
I've
found
never
him,
seen that.
he escaped. And when they found him, he was in a little brook, little river. That's why I didn't get that much of a laugh. People listening know what I'm talking about.
I didn't know that that specific of the from ET, but it was still funny.
Did you see me in the basket with the bicycles flying past the moon? Did you see that part?
Yes, I did, E.T., aka at Gilbert. I did see that, yes. How was Drew? Was Drew fun to work with, E.T.?
That little cunt! She would leave Cheerios all over the seat, everywhere, with her snacks. And fuck her.
It's Gilbert. It's Kenny doing Gilbert as E.T. That's a very
Listen, it was a nice filming in California, but they were all cocksuckers. Seriously, I don't joke. Drew Barrymore was an asshole.
But
she had peanut butter always on her face.
But she was only like 9 years old. I mean,
yeah.
She was a kid. How could she be such an asshole?
Who gives a shit? Be professional, as I say. Be professional. Maybe be professional. And then, if my camera's on, my arms are out. You should see my arms.
Oh, your
like
arms
maybe
are
be
stretched
professional. Arms are stretched out, like almost like I'm catching rain, and I'm going. Be professional. How about that? With the peanut butter all the time.
It's fucking great. I love it. That's funny. Oh, shit. I
almost passed out right there.
You almost passed out from that? Okay.
Yeah.
So real quick, over the weekend, it was the SNL 50th.
I missed that.
50-year anniversary.
Yeah.
I didn't see it either. We're definitely going to probably.
I saw all of it. I got it.
So what was it? Was it a live event playing all the old classic clips? Is that what it was?
Friday night, Thursday night was it was streaming a Peacock.
Yeah.
It was all the music.
What was it called
like
again? It was like SNL 50 or something, right? Just had some simple.
SNL 50, yeah. Friday night or Thursday night or Friday night, they had all the songs that were, they would play Eddie Murphy, Hot Tub, what hot makes sweat, ow, and we get Hot Tub, all the music. And Paul Simon, Paul McCartney, Paul Schaefer, everyone named Paul was at this
Hogan.
Everyone
named Paul Hogan. Yeah.
Hogan might be dead, I think.
Yeah, Paul Hogan. No, so what they did was they had this show on. I think it was on Peacock. It'll go on YouTube soon. Of all the music. Then Saturday night they had like best of clips, showing all kinds of different things, different sketches, John Belushi stuff,
right?
The Chevy Chase stuff.
Yeah.
And then Sunday was the red carpet where every cast member and every host from Kim Kardashian to fucking Jimmy Carter, you know what I mean? Not Jimmy Carter, but whoever hosted. Yeah. Whoever hosted
Norma
was
Conway
involved.
wasn't
They did the red carpet thing, yucked it up a little bit, yabba 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 yabba, and then they do a 3.5 hour SNL live.
Yeah, it was on Peacock.
And it was good.
So
It
basically,
was
the
really
whole
good.
weekend, was an SNL. The 50th thing was the whole weekend.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
They did the music. One of the ones Jimmy Fallon did Blues Brothers.
Yeah.
Dancing like Dan Aykroyd, you know what I mean?
Right.
Chevy Chase was there. Bill Murray is there.
I saw Bill
Garrett
Murray.
Morris.
Yeah.
Garrett Morris is there in a wheelchair, you know what I mean?
Dude,
And
I
they
didn't
just
get into
yucked it up.
SNL until like so late. Like
I
everybody,
didn't either.
all my friends in high school were watching it, and I was watching fucking Mad TV.
Well, here's the thing. Mad TV had Artie Lang on there. Yeah.
That's why I was watching because
yeah.
I knew he was a Jersey guy.
Yeah. The reason why I started doing stand-up is because in 1977, 78, I would be up in my crib, and my uncle
You're
and my
talking
Aunt
literally
Sharon,
though, right? Because nowadays that means something different.
This is literal.
Nowadays that means
yeah.
you're just sitting at home.
No. This is real.
Yeah,
I was a baby.
No, I know.
I was a baby.
We have to explain that for the younger audience.
Yeah.
Like our fucking producer. Who thinks in his crib.
Sean Gay Swayze. Mix them up a little bit. Yeah, just mix it up a little bit. Anyways, I was a kid, and I knew my uncle and my aunt were coming over, and I loved my uncle, Jojo. You know, me and my Uncle Alan. You know, he got killed in a car accident in '85, but he was my dude. My father was gone, but before my father was gone, they would come over. Him and my Aunt Sharon would come over and play cards. They'd make brownies. They'd make some kind of a finger foods or whatever. So what I would do is I would jump off the bed 6, 7, 8 times. So they thought I fell out of the bed. That was my thinking. If they hear a thump, you're going to be like, oh, the baby fell out of the bed. But what they would do is they would take me downstairs and put me on a couch. And on the TV, in the background of them playing cards, was Saturday Night Live. And till this day, when you hear the horns and the song play at the end of the show, where they were like, "Thank you, I want to thank this guy, I want to thank that guy." When I hear that sound, it sounds like bedtime because I couldn't keep my eyes open. Couldn't keep my eyes open, but that song. And before I started doing stand up, I wanted to be a SNL writer because I didn't think that I could
think, Kenny. We know you didn't think. Oh, I'm sorry.
Would you let me finish?
Sorry.
Instead, you ended up becoming a Conte and Kenny Show writer.
Yeah. So I wanted to be a writer. I didn't think
with me
that I would. I didn't think I could perform it or go to do improv stuff like that. Just when I was 16, 17, and I would send my friend David. They would go. I would send them like a little scripts and skits or whatever it is, and I would send different people certain things, and they would send me like back tapes of like how they performed it. As I wrote it, it was awful. I was not trained how to write. I didn't know how to write a script.
Hopefully it was better than you went singled out.
I didn't know how to write a. Well, yeah, exactly.
Actually, you won that, so that was not bad.
That was totally improv. Totally improv. I didn't know how to write a sketch. I was never trained. Did not know. I was 16, 17. And then finally, I was like, well, I know what it's supposed to sound like. I'm going to write it for myself. So that's how I started doing stand-up. Because because SNL was such an important part of my my childhood, and my uncle loved it, and him getting killed in a car accident was like, boom. What's he love? I attached myself to him so much.
What was your favorite sketch you remember as a kid, at least, or just of all time? Like I know what mine is, and I'm always curious about other people that have.
That's a great question. That's a great question.
Yeah, there's something.
To be honest, I would say no Coke, Pepsi, hamburger, cheeseburger, cheeseburger. John Belushi. I have John Belushi. No, not the samurai.
Hamburger. Right.
Hamburger, cheeseburger, because I remember as a kid, I would always say, no Coke, Pepsi. Or hamburger, cheeseburger, hamburger, cheeseburger. That just sticks in my mind.
I feel like we might have talked about this before, because I think I brought up my favorite sketches are Tom Hanks doing Mr. Short-Term Memory Man.
Oh, no, there is, don't get me wrong. There is a ton of amazing sketches.
Of course. Oh man, so for a while I couldn't find it. I was always looking for it and I couldn't find it. And then just recently I found a couple of them on YouTube that were just uploaded like within the last year. So like him like on a first date, like ordering food at a restaurant, and he orders something and the waiter's like, "Oh, that's pretty good. I heard like the blah 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 that comes with it on the side is good." And he's like, "Comes with what?" And the guy's like, "The meal you just ordered." He's like, "How do you know what I just ordered? I didn't even order anything yet." It's so fucking funny. Obviously, it's in the delivery, but goddamn, it was so good.
I don't think I ever heard of that. I'm going to check that out. Yeah,
that's so good.
Yeah, I never got into SNL because, like, 70s I was a kid, and in the 80s, the second part of the 80s I was a teenager, so I was always like wanting to, I was a teenager. Like, what the fuck was I going to do?
Yeah.
I was trying to be out, at Saturday night.
I went.
Yeah.
You were out shining flashlights in people's fucking
scaring
real quick. Hey, Shawnee, super producer.
Saturday Night Live.
Shawnee, super producer. I just sent you a text, and that's my wall art that I have where I'm here. My wall. I was gonna say that's my wall art in my little domain here. Anyway,
where you go shopping? Wall art.
Wall art.
Yeah. Wall art.
But now, it always hasn't been good. Saturday Night Live.
Wait, I almost called you Artie. What the fuck is your name? Kenny.
Kenny, that's it.
I went from Artie to Sal to Kenny.
Yeah,
Kenny.
but go Kenny, bite another turnbuckle, pal.
You watched Mad TV for a while too, right?
Yes, of course.
So, do you have a favorite sketch from that?
Oh, absolutely. What's her name? The one that she sneezes all the time. What's her name?
I don't remember.
Sullivan. Is it Sullivan?
Yeah, it was Nicole Sullivan. I think more King of Queens.
And is it Nicole Sullivan?
I believe so. She was on King of Queens after.
Yeah, that's Nicole Sullivan.
Yeah.
The fucking funniest bit is when she goes up to like a buffet, and there's did I have that? Just her fucking body language is hilarious on Mad TV.
I don't get it. What is she? She's sneezing?
She's like a Karen. She's like a Karen.
Yeah, she's
like
going flustered. She's like flustered.
Yeah,
she's like all flustered.
Like a flustered Karen. And she walks around. She's got a Flaren. Could be a Flaren.
Yeah.
And she walks around like a chicken. Like she's got the neck. That's my funniest bit on Mad TV. One of the funniest. Yeah,
I like My White Mama. Artie's
my.
That's my white mama.
Yeah.
Don't make me break my foot off in your ass. It's Artie dressed up as a big fat white.
Oh, you know what? I did do that.
So fun. Yeah,
it was funny. Absolutely.
Oh man.
But yeah,
now
SNL. When I got in my 20s, I was going out all the time, so I never really watched SNL until like it was all in the past. Like I got to know SNL from watching clips.
Yeah. for years and years and years, it was SNL, and after that, it was wrestling and stuff would come up on Saturdays after SNL. You know, like in the early days.
When Saturday Night's Main Event was on, SNL was not on because it was on NBC. Saturday Night's Main Event was on NBC, so they preempted SNL for Saturday Night's Main Event. It was only on once a quarter though, so it was once every 3 months.
So was it really where it would be SNL and then wrestling on because I vividly remember, not vividly,
No,
I barely I should say barely remember.
No,
I might be mixing.
They would
rough,
not show it. They would
Joey had a rough childhood.
Yeah. They would preempt it for wrestling. That's what I was trying to say. This just came up in conversation, and I was researching it recently because there was last Saturday there was a new Saturday Night's Main Event that they're doing now. That's what made me think of it.
I remember playing Atari, watching SNL in the 80s, and then playing Atari.
Churning butter.
And then afterwards was wrestling. And
churning your own butter and watching your splits on a fucking accordion.
I'm twiddling wigs. Twigs. Twiddling wigs.
Diddling kids. Is that what you said?
Something like that. Yeah.
Can I ask something? What the fuck are we talking about? What is going on? What the fuck are we doing?
We started talking about wrestling.
We are going
stuttering pricks. What is going on here?
I apologize. It's mostly me, but I'm waxing fantastic.
You know what? That's the wrong fucking adjective. Okay, I don't think that's the fucking right.
About my childhood, where it was SNL and wrestling, and of course, we had no electric. 8 kids, single mom.
Yeah, for sure.
You're lucky enough you could find some butter. And the eggs.
Anyway,
So
I'm gonna try to pull this fucking three fucking wheel wagon.
Sean, I got one real quick question for Sean.
Lay it on,
Sean. Where you at? If I send you something on Discord, can you get to it to play a clip of it?
I can.
Okay. Only because it won't let me send it as a text. It says it's too long. It's a 2-minute video. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
So anyway, the whole 50th anniversary thing was
Saturday Night Live has been very important to me just growing up. Then what people don't seem to realize is that our friend and Joe's very good friend of mine, Dave Cyrus, wrote The King of Staten Island with Pete Davidson. And on the Conte and Kenny Show in the Clifton Studios, a 19-year-old Pete Davidson was in studio. We did a bunch of shows with him coming up because Matt Bridgestone, part of the Bag of Nuts that Joe Conte was involved with, would do shows. And he was a young up-and-coming comic, and then he just exploded. He just, with his story and everything. But he was on the Conte and Kenny Show.
Our friend Dave was a writer for 1 year on SNL, and and then he left.
He writes for Robert's,
Smigel.
Smigel, the Insult Comic Dog, the Insult Comic Dog,
Triumph.
The Insult Comic Dog. He's
another moron for me to poop on.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
What's that button for you to call your mom?
Yeah.
Where's the badge?
It's funny. Dave was telling me that when he was on there, he was only there for 1 year. He would tell me he would write sketches and he would give it to the writers. And there were writers that were there for like 30 years. And these guys, they just poo-pooed anything that wasn't theirs because they wanted their shit to get on air,
Right.
And it's funny because he told me a couple times, and it was actually, I think it was right before my wedding, Dave actually showed me some of the sketches that he wrote, and dude, they were fucking hilarious and fucking brilliant. And
he's a great writer. Great writer.
They turned this down, and because it's a boys club. You're in it for a long time, and you guys are going to get the perks. And he was the new guy, and
If
they
you-
were just like,
if-
yeah, big eyes. You know what I mean? That kind of thing.
If you don't do it, you're out. You know what I mean? Get out of here. We don't need your 2 cents. But he wrote King of Staten Island with Davidson.
Yeah, and
So now Joey, I was privy,
yes, sir,
to a guy, my friend Greg, and when I was in the restaurant business, also doing stand-up, he was a cop in one of the towns, Morristown or something like that, in Jersey.
He was a cop in one of the towns in Jersey. Oh,
Yeah, one of the towns, like Morristown.
that
Up
narrows
north.
it down.
Yeah, but he would moonlight as a bartender in this one bar. I don't want to say the name of it, but I will eventually. So he says, "You're a comic," and he goes, "I'm like, yeah, I got, my friend Joe's radio show and the whole thing." He goes, "Well, the owner of my bar in Manhattan used to be a writer on Saturday Night Live. So there's 5 or 6 different spots. That's it. Just 5 or 6 different spots that after the show on Saturday night, they're live after 1. Everyone takes a shower, whatever the thing. Then they go to a place, and that's the after party where the band that played and the host, they all go to. That's where they go."
Yeah.
So I said, Jojo Conte, I go, "You want to go to we went to like 3 of them. You want to go to a SNL after party?" And he goes, "Shit, yeah."
That's
Absolutely.
awesome.
So, all right. So now listen to this. So I drove up to Route 3. I meet him at the Barnes & Noble. I drop my car off, okay? We go into Manhattan. Now, Jojo, don't say anything. Don't say anything yet. Now, Joey, what you have to do is you go into this one bar you go into. At 3 o'clock in the morning, they kick everybody out. Kick everybody out. Doesn't matter who you are. The only way you can get back in is with the code word to get back into the SNL after party. And Conti, what was that code word that one night?
Oh, it was Dr. Technology. I'll never forget.
There you go. Dr. Technology.
Why? I don't know. That's what it was.
That's what they just made up.
For you to get into the second floor of this bar, which was a whole private bar area, you had to give them the code, which was Dr. So anybody who was going to the after party had to have that code to get in.
Yeah.
And you just had to whisper it to the person at the at the
and you couldn't. There was a smoking ban, but it was after hours. But you couldn't smoke until Kenan Thompson lit up a joint. So and then once he lit up a joint, everyone could smoke in there, and it was a cool bar. We had a great time.
It was a cool bar.
Paul Verzi was there. Remember we ran into Paul Verzi?
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, Paul Verzi was there. That was the first time. The second time was with me. We had 2 dates. I was going with Luke Longley, and you were with the other good-looking chick.
He called. She was a tall girl with a little bit of reddish hair and a little bit of freckles. She was cute, but Kenny kept calling her Luke Longley.
Bro, she looked like Randy Johnson. You know what I mean?
Jesus.
So now, Joey, listen to this. So one of the night, I don't know which night. I don't remember which night it was. I think it was the first night that me and Joe were hanging out there. We're having a Coldplay was the thing. The other one was Zach Braff was the host. It might have been Coldplay Zach Braff. I think, Joe.
I think so.
Right? Something like that.
I think so.
And there was one other one. There was a rap guy that they were waiting for. So we're in this bar, and you're seeing all the cast members, and me and Joe were comics, so we're kind of simpatico with them. You know what I mean? We're not starstruck at all. Not starstruck because
that's how it is with wrestlers and fucking dressing rooms.
Right. It's just I ain't there yet. You know what I mean? It's not like, ooh, let's hang out and take pictures and selfies. We're like, no, we're just not there yet. So it was a great time. So now to peel this all the way. It's 8:30 in the morning.
You still haven't left yet? Is that
We're 8:30 in the
You guys are
morning,
still
bro.
there? Holy shit!
I met Joe in East Rutherford at a Barnes and Noble. I dropped my car off. He's driving his Honda at the time, his Honda Accord, silver with a jet sticker. Right. So we're there, and it's 8:30. I have a baseball game at 11. At 11. Okay? Right, Joey? Listen to this.
Yeah, I'm here.
So I go up to the bar and I say goodbye to my friend Greg, the bartender, and pay the tab or whatever it is. And I get a nudge. He goes, "You want to do a shot?" Oh yeah, well, fuck yeah, let's do a shot. Sun is out. People are it's fading away. It's Horatio Sands from SNL.
Yeah.
And I'm standing right there, and he's fat at that time, like John Belushi fat. You know what I mean? Like that.
Yeah.
He was still there. So I do a shot of tequila. Boom, boom. I didn't even realize it was him. And I'm like, oh, shit. Fucking right. I'm like, I love your shit, man. He's like, thanks, bro. I appreciate it. Right? So now Joe wanted to leave an hour and a half ago. I guarantee 2 hours ago. Because
I wanted to leave 2 days earlier. That's when I
yeah,
wanted to say.
I wanted to
guarantee
like 7 hours before.
You couldn't pull me. You couldn't pull me out of that motherfucker. You know what I mean?
No,
because
he was
Joe's not a drinker, and he wasn't a smoker or like a weed smoker or anything. Wasn't a drinker. He had a couple of pops, but it was way early. He had it like at 3. It's 8:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
So he drives me back to my car in Route 3, the Barnes and Noble. Then I got a baseball game at 11, right? I get to my car, it's about 9:30. Boom! I fly down, get to my house, put on my uniform. I have to get down to Manalapan, okay? Which is like 20 minutes. So I'm making good time. It's like 10 after 10. I can make it. I got my uniform on. Grab my gear, put my cleats on the roof, my car, throw my stuff in the bag, close the door, take off. I get to now when I stopped at a Quick Check and got like 14 feet of sandwich because I'm like, I have to eat something. I really have to. I shouldn't have. I hadn't eaten. It's 10 o'clock in the morning. I hadn't eaten since 5 or 6 o'clock the night before. I got to play a baseball game, in like the heat. So I grabbed a sandwich. I'm like, and I'm fucking hammered drunk. I'm not hammered so much that I couldn't drive. I did okay. I would never do that. I wouldn't get to that point.
You say that afterwards. Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Everybody says that afterwards. Yeah.
It's not really drinking and driving if you're doing it in the day, right? I mean, let's be honest, right?
Ask my Uncle Alan how afterwards is. He's up in he's up in the blue skies up there.
Exactly.
That's how afterwards was.
Right.
So Joey, I fucking peel out. I get down to the ball game, and where are my fucking cleats? My cleats fell off the car.
They're in the hot. So they're laying on the road somewhere.
Now it's 10:30.
It looked like a gang member threw his cleats over a total.
Bro, there was some
power line.
There was some sweet cleats, man. They were fucking nice metal cleats. Hot shit.
Hold on a second. Metal cleats? What were you playing? The 62 NFL championship game? What the fuck? Who the fuck uses metal cleats anymore?
Bro. Who are you Men's league. Hey, this is big time. This is just below like minor leagues. You know what I mean? This is big time stuff.
Big time.
And that's big time stuff.
Big time stuff.
You got to show up. You got to have the gear.
It's already
Joey,
7:45.
Is it really? Holy shit.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's what I was like, oh my God. I just realized.
Yeah. So it's 10:30, right? 10:35. I go there and I have my glove and the whole thing. I go, where the fuck are my cleats? I go, fuck, I don't have any cleats. From Manalapan, from the park in Manalapan, our home field, I had to drive to Dick's. Okay? There's a Dick's Sporting Goods like 7 miles away. They don't open till 11. It's 10:45, but the door was open. So I walked in, and I just went and grabbed whatever pair of cleats I could find, and I go up to the register, and they're like, we're not open yet. I'm like, I got a fucking ball game. I am hammered drunk. Okay? I'm fucking hammered drunk, remember.
I was at an SNL party about 3 hours ago in Manhattan.
I was doing shots
on the roof of my car, and I got a baseball game to do in 20 minutes. Can you please let me buy these cleats?
They were metal cleats, right? So was there scratches on the roof of the car then from when you drove away and the cleats fucking?
No, I found one when I got back. I found one. There was one on the side of the road.
One
later on that
cleat?
evening.
Oh.
No, that evening was in the gutter.
Someone stole the other one, threw it over.
I don't know where the other one went. I have no idea. So this woman, I'm like, I probably smell like a fucking whorehouse. You know what I mean? Just like beer and wine or whatever. I just done a shot with Horatio Sands not 45 minutes ago. You know what I mean? In Manhattan. JoJo drops me off, head down there, 14 feet of sandwich, doesn't help, not working, lost my cleats. So they have to wait until 11 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, because the registers are probably mechanic and or electric, and they don't
exactly. I'm sitting there waiting.
Then.
They cannot short it. They cannot short it. So I'm in there in my uniform, in my socks, because I wanted to try them on real quick. At 11 o'clock hits, boom, and I call the guys at the field, and they're like, "Don't worry, the umps aren't even here yet. You got a couple of minutes." I said, "No shit. All right, boom." So I get the cleats. I run back to the field.
To Manhattan and did another shot with Horatio Sands.
yeah. So I'm in right field. I can't see which way the fuck is up. I can't see nothing. You know what I mean? I'm like, holy fucking shit. And these guys are throwing 80 miles an hour. They're throwing gas. Turns out, and I'm guzzling water. Oh, because when I went and got the 14 feet of sandwich, I got 2 gallons of water also. Because I'm like, I'm going to need this.
Yeah, you're all dehydrated from the alcohol.
Yeah, right? I'm going to need this. So it turns out, Joey, I went 3 for 4, and I got the game-winning RBI in the 7th. Right up the middle, bro.
Dude,
3 for 4.
You're like the David Wells of fucking comedy in Jersey.
Yeah. And the guys just
what was his Oil Can Boyd? Somebody pitched, Fergie Jenkins. Was he on acid or something?
J.R. Richards pitched a no-hitter on acid. J.R. Richards pitched a no-hitter on acid. And listen, guys, I'm sitting on the bench and I'm smoking cigarettes on the bench, and my head is down in my hands. It took me until about the 5th inning to actually be like, oh, I'm all right. I'm awake. You know what I mean? It really took that long. I went.
You're like Tanner from fucking Bad News Bears. Like you were like a fucking degenerate on that fucking team.
And all the fucking guys on the bench, they knew I was a comedian, but I'm like, I just got back from the SNL cast party, bro. SNL cast party. They're like, no shit, you mean? I'm like, yeah, so am all. Be right back. Somebody long toss at me, you know? Let's play some pepper, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
It really was. It was a crazy night. It was one of the great nights that I've had.
One night, for sure.
And me and JoJo, we had a few of those where we went to them, and it's just fun. It's fun. JoJo and myself we're never starstruck. If it was I would think George Carlin, Derek Jeter.
I was starstruck meeting George Carlin for sure.
George Carlin,
you talked about,
but everybody else,
but everybody else. Shortly after I got into wrestling, I learned to like get over that shit. Because we had
Yeah.
guys coming in
You ran it.
doing guest training that were fucking WWF guys, and I was like, holy shit. And then, a half hour later, I'm like, hey, can I, like it fucking, I think we've talked about this before, but it blew my mind when King Kong Bundy would call my cell phone and go, hey, Joe, it's Chris. And I'd go, holy fuck. I'd hit mute and go, oh my God, I can't fucking believe this. Like, not only is he calling me, but he's calling me Joe, and he's referring to himself by his real name. Like, this
his
is
real name.
fucking insane.
It's like,
But
hey,
over that shit quick.
it's hey Joey, it's a KKB. How are you? Like, what the fuck is he gonna say?
Sometimes he would call, right? Sometimes he would call, and I wouldn't answer. And instead of saying like, "Hey, it's Chris," or "Hey, it's Bundy," or "Hey, give me a call back," he would just on my voicemail go 5, because that was his thing. He would beat his opponent so bad he could pin him for a 5 count instead of a 3 count. So he would always yell 5. And sometimes he would just call, and if I didn't answer, he would just yell 5. And it was the fucking funniest thing. It didn't mean anything. It was so goofy.
If I get a phone call and it's like, hey Kenny, it's Lou. I'm like, Lou who? He's like, Gehrig. Who the fuck do you Costello?
Gehrig.
Lou Costello.
Gehrig.
Lou Gehrig. Who the fuck do you think it is? Got a second? And you're like, holy shit. Oh, hey, what's up, Lou?
Sean,
just
speaking of Saturday Night Live, can I get Sean to play that just a little bit of that clip I sent him?
Sure.
I was talking to Sean. If you got it, if Sean, if you got it,
Find it coincidental that Joey's favorite character is somebody with a brain fucking injury.
I just got that.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
That's right.
Oh man, that's pretty good.
You know what that scene reminds me of? In the movie Splash with Tom Hanks and Daryl Hannah, where the mermaid and they're eating dinner, and he's like, he's just like tapping with his fingers on the table, just like cut like the silence out, and he hits the spoon and it hits the wall. he hits boom, hits the wall, and then Daryl Hannah bites the ass out of a lobster.
Yeah.
But it's,
I like where she says her name, and she says her name in Mermaid, and it's all this like super high shit.
Madison
Glasses breaking and everything.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Well, he called her Madison, I think, right?
Yeah, because they were on Madison Avenue.
The only thing I remembered growing up as a kid was there's a naked woman at the Statue of Liberty. I was like, oh, I gotta watch that. Sport.
And the ranger says, "Holy but Jesus!" But what's the ranger say?
I don't remember. I haven't seen.
Oh man,
is this a child's fucking? Is this a child's tour? Is this like a child's toy? What does the ranger say? The ranger says, "Hey Yogi, get out of the park."
You fucking no movie watching asshole. It's from 1984. It's Splash.
I know what year it's from, and I never saw it.
He goes,
what year fucking movies came out.
And the mermaid, Daryl Hannah, gets out of the water, and she's looking for Tom Hanks, and the parkway, and on Ellis Island, by the fucking statue, by the Statue of Liberty, and he goes, "Holy but Jesus!" He does something. Scriminy Muckets. He does something like that.
Scriminy Muckets.
He does something like that.
We have a name of the episode.
Oh, dude, I've been taking notes since we started.
Scriminy what?
Scriminy Muckets.
I mean, I have.
I'm telling you,
I've been taking.
Okay.
I have 8 titles already, dude.
You already have 8 titles.
Yeah, eight possibles already written down.
All right, hey, listen, it's 7:53. Let me come up. Let me come up with this. Over and unders, okay? Oh, I've got a few over and unders.
Welcome to the Kenny
Show, right?
Tonight.
All right. So everybody in the chat.
Over under, we're going to go past 8 o'clock tonight.
Yeah, take a look at the chat. And you guys in the chat room listening live, let us know what you think. I don't know what he's going to do, so go ahead.
It's very simple. Very simple.
No, I know what it is. I don't know who it is.
Over or under Woody Harrelson.
Oh, under. You're talking about over underrated, right? I say
underrated. Overrated or underrated?
Yeah, under. Very under.
I would say
he's perfectly rated. Because think of True Detective. Think of Cheers.
Cheers is the first thing I saw him in.
Yeah. He even did the live on the family thing with
That was
Marissa
so
Tomei
good.
and killed it.
That was
He is
that was so
he is
good.
well respected.
Natural
as an
Born
actor.
Killers.
Natural Born
Kingpin.
Killers.
Kingpin is one of
Yeah.
my favorite movies.
King.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Steve F.
Munson.
and Patrick Bean in the
He
chat
got
both said
Munson.
the same thing. Underrated. Munson. What the hell is that?
Underrated. The
Be
fucking
up the
Munson.
creek without a paddle. It's a figure of speech.
Put it to you this way: he's either perfectly rated or underrated. He is not overrated.
No, definitely overrated. No,
not overrated at all.
man, I forgot about that.
Okay,
Back
next
to the
one.
Future.
Next
I
one.
forgot about the All in the Family thing. It was so goddamn good.
Yes.
Yeah. Next thing to lean into that, the show Cheers. Overrated, underrated.
It's
we
either
know this
perfectly rated or underrated
Yeah, I think it's
because
good.
it can't be overrated because it's phenomenal.
Yeah,
it's in my top. I think it's in like my top. It's in my top 5 favorite sitcoms of all time.
I would
love
agree.
to do a. I would love to do a watch along podcast every episode of Cheers, like consequentially, in a row.
Right. What's her name? You had Kirstie Alley, but before that, I missed it. What happened?
Word?
What I missed?
No,
not
it's
consecutive, but like
funny just watching Joey's stitched up head fucking almost open up like a fucking broken egg, trying to figure out this word consecutively. He was trying to say.
It's not consecutively. It means like in chronologically.
Oh,
that's what I was looking for.
Chronologically.
I mean, essentially the same thing, but yeah, I got stuck on this. I got the C part right.
Yeah.
Okay, I agree.
Cheers is phenomenal.
Cheers,
dude. One of the best
phenomenal.
sitcoms of all time.
Right. I could sing the song right now. Now here's two little twisters.
Okay. Thank
Dolly
God.
Parton.
Is everybody okay?
Dude, you can't say Dolly Parton and use the phrase too little in fucking the same sentence.
That's
true.
true.
Because I have Dolly Parton, and I have another one right after that I think are kind of equalish, overrated, underrated. Dolly Parton, overrated, underrated.
She's perfectly rated, or she might be underrated. She might be
I
underrated.
was never a big fan, but my wife loves her.
But she is a songwriter. She is a beast of a songwriter.
She's a
beast of a songwriter.
She's absolute star. I'm just never a big fan.
I am going way underrated.
Yeah,
I liked her in Islands in the Stream. That's about it.
With Kenny Rogers, not just 9 to 5 with
he made
Lily
Great Chicken
Tomlin.
too.
Oh, great
9 to
chicken.
5 was actually a hilarious movie.
Hey, Dave's Hot Chicken. You got to do it. Jojo, did you go there yet?
No, we haven't gone there
You
yet.
and Joey too, in the mall.
I don't do spice though. Isn't that shit all spicy? Hot chicken?
No, there's a level. There's like nothing until then rocket sauce.
There's one right by my house. There's one like a mile and a half from here.
If you ain't doing it, get the kale salad too. Get the kale slaw.
On purpose?
It's coleslaw, sweet coleslaw. Dave's Hot Chicken, ladies and gentlemen. Dave's Hot Chicken is where you gotta be. It is something else.
You saw a fucking squirrel, didn't you? Because you were fucking doing overrated, underrated, and now you just blurted out
out of nowhere.
for absolutely no reason. And now we're talking about kale slaw.
So Dolly Parton, I've seen on the Tonight Show for many, many years, and she's always so appreciative. She looks great. She's got wigs, but it doesn't matter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just amazing. Way underrated. Now
She's
here's
never
this
drowned.
one. Here's the last one.
Okay.
Overrated, underrated. Cyndi Lauper.
I'm gonna say under.
I agree.
Hold on.
Or
everything
adequately
so
rated.
far, Patrick Bean and Steve F. both underrated. Underrated everything so far, and now you're saying what? What are we doing? Overrated, underrated?
Cyndi Lauper.
Cyndi Lauper.
Cyndi Lauper.
She's got. I actually like almost everything I've ever heard from Cyndi Lauper, except for "Girls Just Want to Have Fun." That's the only song I don't like by her.
Captain Lou Albano with
because you've heard it so
the
much.
video.
Is that why?
No, I never liked that
Goonies.
song.
Oh.
She's still
Goonies.
pumping them out.
WrestleMania, bro. Come on, man.
Yeah.
She's a fellow pro wrestling talent. I have to love her, man.
No, I love Steve. The best part about Cyndi Lauper is she has the voice of an angel, right? You hear her sing True Colors.
She's better than Mariah Carey, I think.
She has this wonderful, soft, just a wonderful voice. And then when she talks, she sounds like a truck driver from Brooklyn.
New York.
It is fucking hilarious. She's like,
was it the interview? Yeah. She did some. I don't know if it was like a documentary or something like that about her. And they showed like the first time she was on stage, and she was like, "I'm just some girl from New York who like lives in Brooklyn or Queens or wherever the hell she's from." Yeah, and it's fucking hilarious. But there's like something like genuine and like sweet about it.
Yes, yeah, it's great. She is. She's got such an amazing voice. Steve F said kale slaw is overrated.
not in fucking famous. Not at Dave's. Not at Dave's Hot Chicken.
But anyway,
hold on a second. Hold on. Listen.
Okay. You got feet, use them. Don't touch my hat. Do not ever touch
This is the park ranger at Splash. Let's see what he says. When I said,
to the Statue of Liberty. The statue is a gift from French citizens and has come to symbolize hope for naked women everywhere. Bocce balls!
That's it! That's it!
Bocce balls!
Bocce balls! I knew something. I said, holy criminy, or holy crimoli.
You said scriminy muckets.
Scriminy muckets. Yeah. No, it was bocce balls. Daryl Hannah naked. Daryl Hannah naked comes out of the Hudson River. Bocce balls. That's what it was. That's what it was. I had to find it. Cyndi Lauper, and here's another one. Cyndi Lauper, so pretty. So pretty.
Yeah.
Even, in there, so pretty. And I've had a hard on for a few women my entire life. Famous women.
If it's longer than 4 hours, go to the doctor.
Hell.
It started with Diane Lane and the Runaways. Okay? Young Diane Lane. And just throughout her entire career. Up to Under the Tuscan Sun. Just Diane Lane.
She's a gorgeous woman. Some people would say she's hot, this and that. No, she's
gorgeous.
Oh,
she's beautiful.
Yeah.
She's
there's a big difference between like beautiful, gorgeous, and like hot.
Different. Yes. Yeah. Pamela Anderson, hot. You want to fuck her. Diane Lane is like just beauty.
Well, not anymore. Now that Pamela Anderson doesn't wear makeup anymore, I'm good.
Not anymore.
If she was like a hooker, you would do the girlfriend experience. You would pay to be like Diane Lane's girlfriend for like like a week. If you had like tons of money, you would just take her to fucking Paris and then just have her be your girlfriend for like 2 weeks or something.
Now Pamela Anderson now looks like a deflated whoopee cushion. You know what I mean?
She looks okay. I think you know what? I like the fact that she's going out there with no makeup.
Going at it.
She's like this is
going at it.
And she's still a pretty, she's still a
she is.
Lady,
I'm just making
lady.
jokes.
What the fuck happened to me? Holy shit!
It's not terrible, but it's just
here's
how much she was wearing on her face.
Yeah. That was cock. Here's my my few others.
You just said here's the last one.
No. I'm sorry. I'm gonna get to the one who is
Cyndi Lauper.
Cyndi Lauper.
That's the way she said. I'm Cyndi Lauper.
Yeah, Cyndi Lauper. Sophie Marceau. If you don't know who she is, think of
brother?
No. She has different shirt. She is the princess in Braveheart. Okay?
Oh, God.
Remember the movie Braveheart?
Of course.
She's so
I remember Braveheart very
beautiful.
Well.
So beautiful. And she did a movie. She did a movie with David Spade where she was his neighbor. But she was so beautiful. Julia Ormond is another one.
I don't know who that is.
Brunette. Julia Ormond. They did the remake of with Harrison Ford. It was a Audrey Hepburn movie, and where she's the chauffeur's daughter, and when she grows up, she marries the son that the chauffeur used to drive her around. I forget the name. I'll figure out the name. I'm not
Driving Miss
researching.
Daisy.
No, no black guys. There was no black women in there. So I saw a movie the other day. It's called The Jerk. Okay.
Oh God, with Steve Martin. the
Steve
original
Martin.
song.
Yeah.
it's a
And I
classic.
realized that since I've been a child, I absolutely am infatuated with Bernadette Peters.
I thought you were going to say I absolutely am a jerk.
No, I know that too.
No.
What's with these oil cans?
I was more of and I used to get her and Madeline Kahn confused, but
Madeline Kahn.
But I loved Madeline Kahn. I thought she was hot and sexy.
Beautiful.
She's in my wife's favorite movie of all time, which is Young
Frankenstein.
So,
Young Frankenstein. Hey, help me with the bags. Okay, you take the blonde, I'll take the one with the turban.
The turban. Yeah, great.
Madeline Kahn, hilarious. Madeline Kahn is right up there, but for some reason, Bernadette Peters with her
she's cute.
Betty Boop lips, and she's still going. I saw her on the TV. She's like 80, and you'd be like, "Fucking, she's hot as shit." Bernadette
I haven't
Peters.
seen her in a long time.
Bernadette Peters. There was a stripper. I used to hang out with, and she would look like a Puerto Rican Bernadette Peters, and she would wear. She wore she put two fingers.
Oh, was her
in a
name
hole.
Bernadette Pedros? Hey-o.
I was trying to figure out something too. I was trying to figure out something. I couldn't come up with anything. I tried to put Puerto Rican and Peters together. Didn't work for me.
If she's Puerto Rican, Bernadette means a lot different. Bernadette. Yeah. Anyway, this twat waffle would put a fucking two fingers in a ring. She was banging one of the Yankees, and this is 2003, and she would never tell us who she's banging. She would never
Super
tell us.
Sales.
Yankee. She was
know.
banging a
That's Super
Yankee.
Sales.
Yeah. No, she was banging a Yankee, and we're like, "Who you bang?"
Who's
I'm like,
banging
"Who?"
a Yankee?
The
Bernadette
Puerto
Pedro.
Rican Bernadette Peters.
Bernadette
stripper,
Peters.
yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
And she had the World Series ring on her hand, but she could fit two fingers in it. That's how
Really?
small she was.
I bet you.
Yes.
Oh my
Yeah,
She put her
two in the ring and
her-
four in her thing.
her pinky and her ring finger,
Wow.
and it was a Yankee, and it was NY diamonds.
Big.
And we're like, "Who are you banging?" She would never tell us. We never
probably trying to
never
sell
found
it
out.
for drugs.
Yeah. Just
No, you couldn't touch it. You couldn't touch it. She wouldn't take it off. You couldn't touch it.
Of
We were just like,
course.
who are you fucking? And she would
imagine
never
the
tell us.
size of a ring
not
that
you.
you could imagine the size of a ring that you could put, and I don't care how small you are, you're still an adult.
Two.
You could put two of your fingers
Her
in that
two,
ring.
and
you
she
can
would
wear- you can
put it
wear
on there.
one ring on two
Because the
fingers.
reason why she jammed it on, because if she had it on one finger, it would fly
It would never
off.
stay on.
She-
Yeah, obviously.
she'd lose
It's like a wristwatch to her.
So she
Yeah,
dumped
yeah.
her ring. Yeah, it's like putting a fucking.
She was a stripper.
I was
chick,
just
you
gonna.
said, right?
I was
Probably
totally
hula hooped with her.
opposite. Totally opposite. I was gonna say it's like putting a Cheerio on a elephant's dick, but that's the total opposite.
Yeah, that would be. Yeah, that wouldn't work.
Yeah,
If they put an elephant on a Cheerio stick.
yeah, an elephant on Cheerios.
All right, that's fucking
Yeah.
weird. But anyway,
But yeah, but she would
Why
put
did we
it.
go off the rails tonight?
yeah, we were never on the rails tonight to even get off. So
Yeah.
I'm not sure what you guys are talking about. All right, I'm derailing this. So Shawnee, I want you to. Can you play? So I found a video where it's a bunch of commercials that didn't age well, and a lot of them are like people that you wouldn't want to see now on a commercial, like Jared from Subway, Bill Cosby, like.
Yeah.
But that's not really, the commercial isn't the issue. It was just the person on the commercial. But I found two of them that I
The actual
really
ad you're
liked.
talking about.
Yeah, and one of them is for Kool-Aid, and the other one is for a brand of boats. Like your own little fishing boat, and it's the brand. So,
okay,
first one is for Kool-Aid.
Random. That's so random.
First one is for Kool-Aid, and Shawnee, if you could play it, that would be great. And this is the Kool-Aid commercial that aged so poorly. This is the end of the other one. The end of the other one. Don't worry about it. Okay, here we go.
Holy Christ. Already down the toilet.
You forgot the picture.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Kool-Aid is for hot kids. Hot kids like you.
You've got the sunrise.
All right, hold on. Pause that for a second, Shawnee. Isn't that fantastic?
Wow.
Kids.
That's a good one, Joe.
Oh, it is
That brings back some memories. I
The
don't even
best
remember
part
that
about
one.
I don't remember that one either. They probably played it twice, and then they were, and they realized they were like, we can't fucking play. The best part is a bunch of kids. It's all kids in the commercial, right? And then the Kool-Aid breaks through, and there's some dude who looks like Doc Severinsen. There's Doc Severinsen, and the hot dog comes out of the bun and then slides back into the bun. It like pops up and goes back down.
That's a metaphor.
Wait a minute. Play that again. I missed the hot dog.
Oh, you missed the hot dog?
I missed.
Like
play it again.
metaphor.
Play it again, Shawnee.
That's how I picked it up.
I missed the hot dog.
When
I picked it up as the hot dog going into the bun was a reference to hot kids. That's the way I saw it.
Hot kids. Okay,
right.
I got the hot kids.
Here we go.
Shawnee, play it again.
It's coming up right here.
You forgot the picture.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Kool-Aid is for hot kids. Kool-Aid is for hot kids like you.
Patrick Bean in the chat says that Kool-Aid commercial was written by Jared from Subway.
Exactly. That's hilarious. Yeah, exactly. And Bill Cosby probably tried to find those kids and fucking drug them. You know what I mean?
Bro, do you know
put this in your Kool-Aid. There's flavor in it.
the guy? Remember the movie with John Cusack? It was I want my $2. One crazy summer or something like that. Better off dead.
I want my $2.
Remember, Joey. Remember the guy, Joe. You probably never saw this movie.
No, I never
the guy
saw
next door.
Every movie
kid.
is going to be that now. Trey probably never.
All right, listen to this. The guy next door. John Cusack eventually falls in love with the French exchange student.
Yeah,
that is living next door.
Right.
But her son, she wants to hit him up with this French exchange. He's a creepola, big time creepola. All right. Turns out he's the head of Nickelodeon, and he is
turned out to be
I forget his name. Turns out to be the head of Nickelodeon, producer of iCarly,
too, but he's
and all
been
these
all over
things.
the news the last few months.
And Shawnee, if you're the producer, world-renowned, greatest producer you could find in the world, the Nickelodeon logo with the goop, splattered goop, it's the fucking same as...
He's got to finish playing Joe's thing, though. Now I got to hear the other one.
Oh, well, we'll get to it. Yeah, we'll get to it. But Nickelodeon is the same as Epstein's Island. And he's been charged with...
Same shape of it?
Same shape. The Nickelodeon splatter logo is the same as Epstein's Island, who was run by the guy from the movie. Not that one. Nope, there's a different one.
Yeah, that doesn't look like an island.
Yeah, that looks like
an island
like
of
toilet.
spiders.
That looks like
three of Andre the Giant's hands.
Yeah.
Maybe an orange toilet.
If you see a thing of Epstein Island. But let's. I'm sorry to derail. Let's go to the next one.
All right, cool. Let's
think
go
about
to the
that.
next one. And this is all about
There it
that
is.
one right there.
That's
There it is.
Epstein Island. Now, Shawnee, can you do a Google Earth of Epstein Island?
Oh my god.
Seriously.
Next week?
No. Be quick. Yeah. And it
He's
looks
got to search for it.
Yeah, just like
You mean by YouTube standards?
It's a rough estimate of the Nickelodeon with that dot on the end is Epstein Island, and they've all been in cahoots, banging broads and hot dogs coming out.
Hot dogs coming out of buns with his hat flopping off.
Scrimmy muckets.
If not Shawnee, we'll move on.
Let's go with the second commercial, and the second commercial is all about it's like for fishing boat, and it's for basically wanting somebody to purchase this boat, and it's for boat guys. So go ahead, Shawnee. I love this. This made my day.
You've got your sunrise. You caught a prize. You're making your Johnson. Party nights, summer whites. You, your friends, and your Johnson. Rooster tails, water trails. You, your kids, and your Johnson. Saturday nights, distant lights. You, your girl, and your Johnson.
No way!
You and
No
your
way!
Johnson, a way of life for over 50 years.
You and your Johnson, a way of life.
No
for
fucking
50
way!
years. Fucking
No
hilarious,
fucking
man.
way! You
Isn't that
As
great?
soon as it said it the first time,
Yes. You, a kindergarten class, a bottle of fucking Viagra, and your Johnson. You know what I mean? It's like, what are they doing? What
You,
the
JoJo, you didn't fucking cut me off on my stupid Epstein Island conspiracy shit for you and your Johnson. That's brilliant. Where the fuck did you find that? You and your Johnson.
Yeah, where did you find both of those?
Great.
And what's funny is that those two, it's
You and your
there's probably 30 of
Johnson.
them. There's like 30 of them on this YouTube video, but those two happen to be back to back, which I just found hilarious.
Wow.
Hot Kids and You and Your Johnson.
Shawnee, can you play it one more time?
Yeah,
Please
let's
play it
play
one
that.
more time. Because the first part, I was like, oh, it got me. Play it one more time.
Yep.
You've got your sunrise. You caught a prize. You're making your Johnson. Party nights, summer whites. You, your friends, and your Johnson. Rooster tails, water trails. You, your kids, and your Johnson. Saturday nights, distant lights. You, your girl, and your Johnson.
You and your Johnson, a way of life for over 50 years.
I love that commercial is now in another YouTube video, thanks to Joe.
Oh yeah, that's
What
true.
a-
It's in another
what a
YouTube.
Now it's going to
find.
be in this one.
What a find. What a
It's
find,
great.
JoJo.
It's great.
And,
You
and,
would
and when did cock become a Johnson? Like,
I
how
don't
did
know,
how did
but
that,
it's been
you know?
a long time since I've heard anybody call it their Johnson, and
Yeah.
it's
Yes.
fantastic, man.
But if anyone calls it that, you know exactly what you're, or you
It's
call
always
it that.
hilarious.
I say, I might say that 4, 7, 8 times a year. Oscar Johnson. You know what I mean?
But you say old timey stuff.
Even Patrick says, "No way they didn't know what they were doing on that." one."
Yeah.
I think it
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That
I
had to be
think so.
intentional.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they were like, "Hey, listen, I got a great idea for Johnson boats. You make it you and your Johnson, like you and your boat, but it's
Just
it's
you
about your
and
dick.
your Johnson.
You and your
Not gonna-
you
you caught a
kids
fish,
and your
go down
Johnson.
You and your
your
Johnson.
girl.
It's fucking great. I love it.
You got some
man.
spritz. You got some cheese. Just you and your Johnson.
Exactly.
That's great. That was great. Play it one more
You got-
time, Shorty.
You got your
Let's play it one more
cell phone,
time.
Pornhub, and the tissues, and your Johnson.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I
It's
want
just-
to. I got to hear it one more time.
One more
wanna hear
time?
it one more
All right,
time.
let's do it. Three's a charm. Go ahead, Shawnee.
Now we lost it.
You've got your sunrise. You caught a prize. You're making your Johnson. Party nights, summer whites, you, your friends, and your Johnson. Rooster tails, water trails, you, your kids, and your Johnson. Saturday nights, distant lights, you, your girl, and your Johnson.
You and your Johnson, a way of life for over 50 years.
How funny is it too that
Rooster Tails, Rooster
and the voice
Tails
is like this.
Yeah,
yeah, it's great, and it's funny too because it's all white people, right? And summer whites, summer nights, and let's face it, when you think about boats, it's always fucking white people. You know what I mean? The size of your fist you caught, and the size of your Johnson. Two things people lie about.
Fish. Yeah, it says the fish.
I like the fish.
You caught a prize.
Very
you and
very
your Johnson.
True. You and your Johnson. Oh,
yeah,
fantastic.
Yeah. That's
Steve,
a fine loaf of bread, fresh. You and your Johnson. You do anything. Yeah. You caught a fish. You and your Johnson.
Steve F says, I like to pull start my Johnson.
Yeah.
Like a lawnmower.
Yeah, it's great. That's fantastic.
Ah, Christ.
Yeah.
I'm going to save my story for next week.
Oh, what a great one.
Yeah.
Dude, like they're in the boat. They're like, oh, I caught a fish. You and your Johnson. then it's like the wine, like the wine gathering. You know what I mean? Like the wine spritzer or whatever it is. Whatever.
You and your mate pulling on bait. You and your Johnson. Your mate and your Johnson. Because that's what they said. They call it the first one. They said you and your mate, and then something else. But
you and your mate and your Johnson.
Yeah. So it's just fantastic. So go out there and buy
you and your friend.
Have fun with your Johnson.
You and your friend lost at sea. All you got, you and his Johnson. You and your friend stuck at sea. Too bad.
You, your friend, and your Johnson.
Just you and your Johnson.
Just you and your Johnson. All right.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah, I think that was a good way to end the show. I want to.
Sure. Great way.
There
it is.
We got something here.
Look at that.
I see it.
A little bit.
I'm not fucking around, Shawnee.
I can see the resemblance.
Super producer Shawnee got it. Super producer Shawnee.
Hang on a second.
I feel like if you could take the Nickelodeon one, if you could wait 1 second. If you could take the Nickelodeon one, I'm not asking Sean to do this. I mean in general, and like kind of 3D it and put it over the island one, you would see it so much better. But there's definitely a resemblance, dude.
Yes, there's an island up on top of that bulbous. Yes, Epstein Island.
Question to Sean. Hang on. Sean, did you put those together, or did you find
them separately?
Did you find, in other words, was that a picture that was like that you Googled and found
conspiracy theory kind of a thing?
I put it.
Yeah, did you?
You put that together. Well, look at this. We that might be the maybe that's the only logo and Epstein Island together in one picture.
I'm telling you, bro. Listen to me. I don't make this stuff up.
Yeah,
it comes
you do.
From,
you actually do make.
Yeah, you do.
I make most of it up. I make most of it up.
Oh, you make almost everything you say you make up. What are we talking about here?
You know, to be totally true, to be totally honest, I make all of it up until I make all of it up until it connects. Well, look at that, bro.
Yeah,
are you kidding me, bro?
Like
are you kidding me, bro?
Or Epstein Island looks like a little poodle.
Logo.
A little that looks like Epstein Island looks like a poodle jumping. You know what I mean?
Shawnee, super producer, is fucking amazing.
Yeah, this is what,
look at that. That's
Epstein
Island. That's Epstein Island, bro.
Interesting. It's close.
Or Epstein.
That's too close for comfort. Jim J. Bullock.
Look at that, huh?
Cow and your Johnson.
Exactly.
You get nothing you like it.
You, Monroe, and your Johnson.
How about a Fresca? When your ship comes in, and you got the stock market beat, and your parents dead for your seat. Okay, do the honors, Pookie.
Well, you know what, dude?
How about you loofah my stretch marks?
We started with Kenny doing
I don't know what the fuck
a Ted Knight impression, and now we're finishing the show with Kenny.
And Gilbert, I did a lot of Gilbert today.
And you did a lot of Gilbert today, too.
In the beginning, yeah.
All right. Shawnee, start the music. And the music you're hearing is Swamp of the Universe.
Shawnee, you fucking...
Cousin.
Shawnee killed it today.
T. Parisi on YouTube. Thank you to everybody who listened live and you were in the chat. Steve F.
Patrick Bean.
Ravenite, Scott Harrison, Patrick Bean, Erica. Thank
Scotty
you.
Harrison's in there?
He was in there for a little while. Yep.
Was he?
And also everybody who listens in podcast. Listen, we're trying to figure out who's listening to this in podcast. So we got to figure out a way that we can find out, like, who are some of the people that are checking out the show in podcast. We'll figure this out. But thank you. And don't forget to give the episode a like. Click on the episode, like it, and subscribe to the channel, and click the notification button. It'll remind you when our show and other shows like Replayables and Killing with the Ables is on. And also thank you to Shawnee, our exquisite producer. And,
he fucking kills it.
Yep. And if you want to check out the Conte and Kenny, the YouTube page, it has a bunch of our clips, about 20.
Even though Shawnee cut his hair and he looks like a school shooter. Did I say that already?
Yeah, they're going to be filming Taxi 2 down in Shawnee's village down there. It's going to be good.
He lives on 123 Columbine Lane.
Look at you. And then we have a Conte Kenny Facebook page.
Just left of Sandy Hook.
And maybe a TikTok account. And follow me on my social media. It's Joe Conte with an E comic. And Joey, yours, Real Joe Image, right? On all your social
media. And by the way,
media.
really quick, there's a Joe Conte CONTI that keeps popping up on my Facebook. People you may know, and he's from New Jersey.
There's a bunch, yeah.
There's a bunch. Yep.
Thanks.
All right. Yeah. That is it, everybody. Thank you. And we end each show the same way our pal, the late great Otto Peterson, would always say goodbye, and that is take care.
Yep.